Hey guys, David Patrick Green, DPG here from hackhollywood.com and davidpatrickgreen.com. I'll just get the perfunctories out of the way. Please like, subscribe, and click on the bell to get subscriptions. And please, absolutely, questions, comments, and suggestions in the comment section below. All right, so today I have probably one of the best videos you're ever going to see on any acting topic, and that is how to connect with people using some really simple strategies on the internet. Okay, so most of the time I recommend that people try to connect face to face with people, and that's absolutely what this is about. This is about how you warm these people up so that when you do connect with them face to face, they know a little bit about you and you've kind of already pre-sold yourself a little bit. All right, so the example that I give in this video, which is we're going to go straight through from this face-to-face stuff to I'm going to actually demonstrate it to you on a computer. Okay, so the thing I will apologize for though is the audio quality is not good because I use the onboard mic on my computer, which is from like the 70s or something. I exaggerate, but it's really not very good quality. But you'll understand me. It's not horrible. So we're going to just jump from this video to a complete online explanation of how I would search for people that I feel like I should connect with. And other than that, I hope you enjoy it, and I'm going to let the other me take it away from here. Thanks, guys, and we will talk to you soon. Bye for now. Hey, everyone. Now I'm going to show you how I look for ways to connect with people based on what I think I can do for them. So in this particular instance, because you guys probably won't be doing this, I'm going to look at reality show connections. So I'm heading out to Vancouver, and so while I'm up there, I want to make a few connections with some people, and my particular skill that I bring to the table, that I will be offering to people in whatever way I connect with them, is concept development and pitch deck writing. And a pitch deck is basically like a PowerPoint presentation that can be anything from 2 pages, which is just the preliminary, and then if they like that, then you generally add more information, you elaborate, you might even write some hypothetical episodes, who are the other players, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so I am honestly, I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm actually going to do this live with you guys. So I'm going to start on a nice clean Google page, as you can see. And then I'm going to type, okay, so I'm going to Vancouver. So I'm going to write Vancouver. Well, there it's. I searched for this like a couple of weeks ago. So Vancouver reality show. I don't know if I want to go to producers. Yeah, what the heck? We'll just go with producers since it's there. I actually don't know if that was my search or if that's just somebody else's searches. So here we are. Wow. Okay. So there's a lot of choices here, as you can see. So that's a good news. So the first thing I'm going to look at is this: television producers in Vancouver. You know what? I think I'm going to change my search parameters. I'm just going to write Vancouver reality shows, and I'm actually going to write the year. We're in 2020 right now, but that may be early in the year. So I'm going to go 2019, because that way I'll know that the producer, that whoever shows up, whatever shows show up, will be current, relatively speaking, and that the production companies associated with them will still be viable. You know, because production companies come and go really quickly, and they merge and transform and split off and get taken over. There's always so much activity with these production companies. So if you don't know that they're viable, then you can be searching, and you'll have a company and you'll be trying to look it up, and then you find out, oh, they went out of business, oh, they merged with somebody else. So it just lengthens the time of your search. So this way it should be a quicker search.
Vancouver reality shows 2019. Okay, so well, I have two choices. This new reality show offers a hilarious glimpse into the lives of two Vancouver influencers. That sounds, you know, that sounds promising. And then this one is 5 reality shows filmed in Vancouver quietly. And I'm just going to read this. In light of RHOV, Real Hipsters of Vancouver, and Ultra Rich Asian Girls of Vancouver, this city has become a magnet for reality TV. So, I'm going to check this one out. 5 reality shows filmed in Vancouver. And what we're going to do is we're going to look immediately. I don't know anything about this, site or where it's taking me. I probably should have checked. But let's take a look. So here we go. I don't know what this is. 5 reality shows. Okay, check out these crazy shows. Battle Cats. Yes, this is real. Battle Cats is a web series that'll pit cats against each other in timed obstacle courses. That's not really of interest to me. I'm more interested in people. And there's less chance that I will be able to, well, let's just say, if they're working with cats, I don't know. I'm just going to skip them. Kits. Dramedy set in the beachside neighborhood of Kitsilano, which I happen to know because I've lived in Vancouver, following 20-somethings as they deal with their lives. Kits focuses on the modern and realistic rather than the rich and the famous. Sounds kind of boring. Gastown Gamble. The cameras in this series follow Mark Brand and his team leading up to the reopening of the iconic Save on Meats. Lots of action, tasty food. That's got potential. The audience crowdsources life decisions. A 50-person audience follows around and provides advice to a person facing life-changing situations, such as, should I give my sister my reproductive eggs? Interesting. What's this one? Shannon and Sophie. This follows rock star mom Shannon and good girl philanthropist Sophie Tweed Simmons of Gene Simmons Family Jewels fame as they deal with their clashing personalities. All here in YVR, which is the airport code for Vancouver. You know what? This sounds somewhat interesting. So rather than, there's a link. Again, I'm going to copy this, Shannon and Sophie. And I hope this stuff is current. I don't know if it is. It doesn't give years. So we'll see. Because I haven't heard of any of these shows. So you never know. All right. So I'm going to copy this. And then I'm going to click on this link. That way I won't have to type in those words again. Yeah. Okay. 404. Now I'm going to try Shannon and Sophie. Oh my gosh. This is old. See, look at this. First episode date, May 2014, final July. Okay, so that didn't fly. I'm going to back. Boing. Okay, I got to close this. Where did the page go that I was using? Oh, there we go. 5 reality shows. Well, apparently none of these reality shows are currently... Oh, I guess I missed this. Must include 2019. Okay, let's check this one out because it's got a date on it. May 30th, 2019. Good. This new reality show offers a hilarious glimpse into the lives of 2 Vancouver influencers. Okay, so this is about a couple of girls, obviously doing that kind of Kardashian type of thing, it looks like. Goat milking, gone glam, hilarious banter, and family drama are just a few of the things. Relatively Nat and Liv. Okay, so that's the show title, okay? You're always looking for the title. Now, okay, I'm going to copy the title because I'm probably going to get out of here, but I'm not even going to read about the show. I don't care about the show. I'm not going to work on this show. It's already been pitched and it's got all the producers. So what I'm going to do is do a page search, Control F, and I'm going to just type in the word produce, which doesn't even come up, okay? Because I'm trying to find the producers, but that didn't work. So now I'm just going to go into the Google search bar and type in, or I'm going to paste in Relatively Nat and Liv. And look, somebody else has been searching for this, I guess. Production companies. That's pretty much what I would do. I would either do producers or production companies. So at this point, I can either go to IMDb. That's kind of a no-brainer. Or I can go to this announcement on our website called Broadway World, to premiere new docuseries Relatively Nat and Liv. And it mentions the production company, so I'm going to take a look. Okay, so this is one of those news releases, PR releases. Okay, so let's just, again, page search the word produce, because then you get produced or producer, and there's two. So it says here, Relatively Nat and Liv is produced by Machete Productions and Cineflix with Amber Mazzola, and I already know who Amber Mazzola is because she produces a show called The Prophet on CNBC, which is a story about a movie, a TV show about a guy named Marcus Lemonis, who's an entrepreneur, and he goes around to companies and they call him up and say, I need help. And then he goes and he sees the company. And if he likes it, he will invest and help build the business up. I love the show. And then there's also a show called The Prophet. I don't know if it's called The After Story or something. And it's Marcus and Amber, and they sit next to each other and sort of make fun of each other based on what happened during the recording of the show. So take note, that's a reality show based on a reality show. It's commentary on each episode. So they are reusing the content, which is a very smart, brilliant move for very low cost, because they just do it in studio, and he'll just say, okay, be quiet, let's just watch the next scene. And they'll watch a scene, and then she'll interrupt and say, I love how you did this, I love how you do that. And they're just having fun with each other. It's really charming and fun. Anyway, big fan of Amber's and dying to meet her. So I'm going to, I can look up Amber Mazzola, or I think this Machete Productions might be her production company, which is interesting because I know they're based in Los Angeles. So, I'm going to close this. Machete Productions, going to copy that. And I think I might be able to search, right-click, search Google for Machete Productions. Okay. There's Machete Productions. So I can go to Machete Productions, and let's see what kind of... See, the problem with going here, okay, is they're not really set up for work, people to work with them. I mean, they might have jobs, but you can read the About Us, the shows. So I'm going to take a quick look About Us and see if there's any contact. No. So the contact info is usually at the bottom. Okay. Machete Office. To pitch your project, please visit our Submit Your Idea page. Okay. So not a whole... Okay. So they do have a phone number, and they do have info at Machete TV. So I would probably phone them up. I'm not going to do that right now because honestly, I'm not trying to approach them right this second. These are their agents, which you could call, but they're really going to be, not helpful because you're not going to help make them any money. And there's an address. That's not going to do you a whole lot of good unless, of course, you are in the Los Angeles area. Then I would absolutely visit them and buzz up and say, hi, you wanted to come and introduce yourself and show them a writing sample or something. Like that's what I would be doing because I do writing. Okay, so I might email info. I might also send the exact same email to Amber at Machete TV, and I'd probably send another one to Amber Mazzola and Amber.Mazzola, etc. I would hit them hard and hit them often because you may think that's irritating, but actually it shows you're interested and you care and you're persistent, and that reflects on how you would actually do your job if they decided to, start using you. So, okay, so there's that. I might call them, but honestly, they're not making it easy, right? So the other option was, where'd it go? LinkedIn. Okay, so this is the Canadian LinkedIn. I don't know if that's any different from the American one or whatever. because it says ca.linkedin. Anyway, we'll click on Machete Productions, and there's an overview, which is cool. It'll give you a description, but it can't be much different than what's on their website. It says 51 employees. So I would immediately go. You could go to jobs, but there are no jobs right now. I mean, they just don't know where to post all these jobs, and maybe there are no jobs. But that just doesn't even mean they're not looking to hire people. It just means that they haven't made that search public. And that's a huge topic all unto itself. Most of the jobs don't make it to public job boards, okay? It's all discussed internally. Hey, do you know someone who can do this job? And they'll ask around everyone they know before it ever gets out to public, because if they ask around to people they know, they will get candidates that are known by the people they know, which means, it's like the mafia. They kind of vouch for these people just by the fact that they would suggest them, right? So it's one of the reasons why it's so important to know people, and why all this internet crap is kind of a waste of time. But I only know one reality show producer, and I could ask her for references, but at the same time, I don't want to bug her because she also doesn't want to let me go. We're just kind of going through an interesting period whereby she's raising capital and can't pay me what she wants to. So I'm looking at other alternatives, which is also going to raise my stock with her. If I can get some other gigs, that'll raise my stock with her. Okay, so going to the people, and they have it broken down where these people are. Oh, there's Amber Mazzola. So honestly, I think I connected with Amber before just because, I don't know, I actually was trying to pitch a show and wanted them to take it on. But so I think I tried connecting. I don't know what happened. Let me see. So there's two different Amber Mazzolas here. I mean, and honestly, I think there might be even a third, but whatever. You can look at all of the different people and figure out who might be the best one to talk to. I usually go straight for the top because people at the top can just make a quick decision. Like, oh yeah, we might be able to use you. And then what they will do is refer you to the appropriate person. So as you can see, there's all these different people, right? Like this person's co-executive producer, Real Housewives. So I don't know if Real Housewives is still going, but let's say I connect with Amber and she says, oh yeah, you know what? Get a hold of Lindsay Dufour. Well, if I contact Lindsay or Amber contacts Lindsay and refers me to her, Lindsay's going to give me a lot more attention, or she's going to pay more attention to me than if I just approach her cold. And if I approach her cold, she may or may not acknowledge me, but she's still not at the top, and she may not even be the right person. Whereas and here's another person, Noelle DeBrule, executive producer of The Profit at NBC. So, she's very high up, but the person I love the most is Amber. So I would click on Amber's profile. And, okay, so I have a pending connection there, so I can't write her a second time, I don't think. So I'm going to go back and just connect with somebody else. Like that woman who is an executive producer. Okay, well, let's just try Elizabeth Jones. Okay, so I don't have a connection to her. I'm a third connection with her. I don't know. So two links away, I know her. I don't know. What else can I say? This is all really good information. Oh, well, actually, that's not that. That's it. Those are interests. All it shows here is her experiences at E1 International, don't know, for 1 year, and then 1 year at Machete. She doesn't have a very complete resume, which is interesting because she graduated in 2003. So there's not a ton of information here, but what I'd be looking at is what this person has done, right? So at this point, I might Google her to get more information about her. So go to my Relatively Nat and Live. I'm going to paste Elizabeth Jones, and I'll put Machete in there as well, just to I'm going to put the profit. See if okay, so she comes up on IMDb. You know what? She's an executive producer. I'm going to put executive producer TV. See what that comes up with. That should give me some more entertainment type stuff, right? So LinkedIn. Oh, here you go. Co-executive producer. This is an older thing. Oh, here we go. Rich Kids of Beverly Hills. So we got some information here. So this is Production Beast. This might be a good website for you to check out. You know, I don't really do this that often, so I'm not up to date on all the different websites. I find LinkedIn is a great place to start because you can connect with people directly. All right, so here's Elizabeth Jones, and I'm going to assume it's the same person because these sound like reality shows. Shawnee's Home Court, Rich Kids of Beverly Hills, Glam Fairy, Story Producer, Secrets of a Trophy Wife, going back to 2012, The Wanted, Rich Kids, Hair, Battle, Spectacular, Tori and Dean, Story Producer, Launch My Line, Story Producer, Biggest Loser. She was the logger. I don't know what a logger even is. Like blogging stuff. I don't know what that. Beauty and the Geek. So as soon as she, after graduation, it looks like she did that for a while. Then she became a producer, story producer, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so these are all tidbits. You can talk about, hey, I loved Rich Kids of Beverly Hills. You know, you want to give a reason why you're connecting with someone. So you go, okay, Rich Kids of Beverly Hills. And then you are going to go back to their LinkedIn page. And you're going to write connect. And then it says add a note because they're more likely to accept invitations and include a note. And I think that's brilliant. Here we have only 300 characters. So this is where you have to get very concise. So I would say something like, hey, I don't even want to write out her whole name because it's going to take up so many characters. But what am I going to do? Elizabeth, I'm connecting because I'm a fan of your work and have been developing a few shows on a freelance basis. Now, I have my own concept and that's going really well. It's actually in development. We'll see where it gets to, but we had 6 networks interested in it. So that's going really well. But I also have written pitch decks for other shows that are in development as well. So, you know, a few shows on a freelance basis. I guess I'm actually being honest, but it doesn't matter because, you know, even if they say how many is a few and you go 1, but yeah, you go, I lied, it was 1. It's kind of funny. You know, it's just like, I don't care. It's really not about reality, what you've done in the past. It's reality, what can you do for this person specifically? That's really what they care about. And so, okay, freelance basis. Let's see. And I worked with a pretty big media company. It was a sort of an affiliate or subsidiary of a big media company, 4Q Media. And they are kind of going bankrupt right now, or they're getting reorganized. So I might write something funny like ouch. And then I'm going to say okay, so I don't know if she's in Vancouver. She's in LA. So if I'm going to LA, I would say something like I'm going to be in LA from, you know, I'm just making this up right now. February 14th, which is Valentine's. That's weird. I don't want to say that. February 17th until March 4th. Would love to grab a coffee and show you writing samples. Discuss working. Something like that. And so it's really simple. I only have 36 characters left. And at this point, I would just say, I didn't even say anything specific because I have so little. Like, if I really loved one of her shows, I'd probably say, such and such in particular. Like relative, maybe just Nat and Liv, because I have no characters, right? So, and I might put Nat and Liv in particular, getting down. So I only have 10 characters left. I can barely sign my name. So, and then I would just write David. Maybe Chow David, 0 characters. Okay, that's it. I'm going to send that note. And what I would do is do this every day. Like, just do 2 of these every single day. It'll literally take you maybe 5 to 10 minutes per person. Because this is the initial foray, you can actually do research after. Like, if they get back to you, then you can do more research and prepare for the meeting. Like, find out everything about them that you can, and try to connect who you are and what you're interested in and what you've done and why you would be helpful to them with what they have done. And then you're going to really make yourself an excellent match for them. It's very similar to dating. You want to basically put the attributes forward that you think they will respond to. Okay. And then I would just, send that off and see what happens. Do 2 of those a day. Don't worry about hearing back. Like, it's like online submissions for acting. You just send them off. Don't worry about them, right? You don't think, oh, am I going to hear something? Oh, I should have done this. I should have written that, what have you. That's about it. Just do that a couple of times a day. See what happens. Try that note. Then if that doesn't work, try different notes. And then you can even follow up. You can look up their production company and follow up by phone or email and say, hey, I sent you an email. Or I sent you a note on LinkedIn. Did you get it? Call them up. Hey, is Elizabeth Jones there? And you say, hey, Elizabeth, I sent you a note on LinkedIn, or I sent you an email, or whatever it is. Did you get it? The reason why I wanted to chat is because I think I have really something special to offer. I don't know what your needs are right now, but I write really good, development concept pitches and pitch decks and hypothetical episodes and all that stuff, right? That's what I'm going to tell her. And, like, who cares? She's either going to like it or not like it. It doesn't really matter. The point is, you just do this until they respond, and you keep trying different things. I would definitely also show up at their doorstep whenever possible. Ideally, send them a note ahead of time. Don't worry what they say. Just send them the note, because then when you show up, you say, I sent her a note. So it's almost kind of like you've been in communication. And, that's stronger than just a straight up cold call, because the straight up cold call, you have to explain who you are. But if you've already sort of explained that in a LinkedIn message or an email, then they kind of go, oh, okay, let me check. Like, that's what the front desk person will say. Oh, okay, let me check. As opposed to, hi, I'm so-and-so. I'd like to do this. You have to explain yourself. But if you've already sort of been communicating with the boss, they're going to be less inquisitive and less acting less like a screen door to you than they would if you just walked in straight up cold. Okay, so that's it. Hope this was worthwhile. And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, put them in the comment and question suggestion box below this video. And like, subscribe, and click on the bell to get notifications. And that's it. Thank you guys for listening, and I will talk to you soon.